Is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we are joined by the one, the only. She's wearing a shirt that says she'll never drink again. She's lying to us at the top of the show. I'm wearing a shirt that says Benetton. Much better. Sarah Farasia.
What throwback shirts, by the way? First of all, is Benetton still in business? It used to be such a huge deal.
It is still in business. This
Oh,
comes from online. If you're in Europe, you can buy it in the store. Benetton.com, girl. And by the way, non-sponsored ad. I get nothing out of this.
no, I don't get anything out of this, but I'll never drink again used to be my slogan. I truly
Well,
only drink like one night a week now. So,
I'm
but I
glad.
love this saying, I'll never drink again. How many times have you woken up and said that? Huh?
I gotta go out for drinks tonight when I'm done with this. I went to the Tiffany's Cafe for brunch. I'm in New York City, baby. I am in New York City. You know
Hey,
what I
is
mean?
that Tiffany's Cafe worth it? I hear mixed reviews. I mean, the presentation looks awesome, but is the food worth it?
Let me tell you something. First of all, it's Daniel Boulud. It's not bad. My favorite, of course, is still Fred's at Barney's, which is closed. And my second favorite is the Bergdorf Cafe. So when you come to see me, we'll go
Oh,
to the Bergdorf Cafe. By the way, both of them within a stone's throw of this new establishment of mine.
love it.
And
Okay,
then I
okay. So
do have a
it
drink
sounds
tonight.
Sounds like that's a mediocre review. We love a Danielle
No.
Bould establishment.
It
I
was
bet you.
lovely. And
Okay.
then you can shop afterwards. And what a lovely day it has been. And now I'm here with you, Sarah. What more do I want?
Hey, I mean, perfect.
You know where I don't know where you want to start. You know where I want to start?
Fair.
I mean, look, they say I talk about Jersey all the time. Well, I got another I can't get over this, Tamra and Vicki. Now there has been a development since we last did a show last week. So the new development really is that Vicki has responded. We never talked about this last week, even though it happened last week. She's responded to Tamara's tears. So we talked last week. No, but Vicki has some things to say. She has said, she's done her statement. First of all, why is Vicki talking anywhere other than her own podcast? These statements are not on her own podcast for her monetization.
She needs our course. I don't know. I don't know either. Why would you give it away? You make peanuts on social media. Why are people wasting any if they only knew? But anyway, they're going to have to buy the course, okay? We can't keep telling people. You either get it or you don't. I don't know. However, I'm going to be honest, I didn't think the update was all that exciting because it essentially says, hey, look, Vicki's saying, I don't want to go on a camera and cry. I wouldn't be out there. And look, I don't want to be doing this, but this is the truth. It's the truth. And I am just absolutely stating facts. So it wasn't that big of a response. But to your point, I don't know why you're not doing that on your show.
Do it on your show. Yeah, she says she doesn't have any desire to cry on social media, and but she does go on to say yes, she doesn't want to hurt Tamra, and she doesn't want to hurt Tamra's daughters. She's just sticking to the facts. And the fact is, your daughter, let's just reiterate it for everyone who hasn't heard, Vicki said, let me double down. Your daughter is embarrassed of you being on the show. And you've chosen money and fame over your family. And if Brianna was not speaking to her, she would get on that plane and figure it out and quit the show. And she'd like to reiterate again, I'm not here to hurt Tamra. I'm not here to hurt her. I'm not coming from anger or hurt. I mean, it sounds like you are, Vicki, but she's not coming from anger or hurt. She just wants to speak the truth. And she does want it to be known. She does not want to be friends with someone who could treat someone the way that Tamra treated Shannon. You are mean, Tamra. You are mean.
All right.
Uh, I
I'm
guess.
still Team Vicky, truly, at the end of this. I just don't have a ton of sympathy for Vicky. And for Tamra, I tend to believe Vicky's right. I mean, you could say what you want, but Vicky's kids seem fairly well adjusted and they do seem like they like her. In fact, they seem like they almost mother her, which I'm not saying is necessarily healthy, but I'm with Vicky. I'm with Vicky. when you have kids, anything to like, I hate these family rifts. Yeah.
And look, I mean, I gotta give it to her. Yeah, her kids are into her. She has a good, seems like she has a good relationship with Brianna. Seems like she has a good relationship with Michael. So I give it to you. Now, Tamara did say something online like shut the fuck up, Vicky. And she said, this Tamara, this she goes low too. She says, go, don't you have a fake chemo appointment to get to? Brooks and the cancer. Then she says, don't you have an elderly person to go scam? Making reference to the new lawsuit. Then she says, don't you have a small animal to go sacrifice? Now, that I don't know what she means by that. Maybe our super sleuths here know something. I mean, I understand she's been sued by the elderly and, recently, and they say she's a scam artist and the fake cancer. I don't know what this small animal sacrifice means. Gonna have to get, and does anyone out there know what that means? But something on the show over the past 18 seasons maybe came up. You and I we're not about the details here all the time, Sarah. You and I are
Yeah, right. Or sometimes, but it's hit or miss.
these
Yeah.
the kids that listen know every little detail. We don't I don't know what the small animal. I mean, people have said Teresa and the dogs on the property and they died and all that shit allegedly. We used to have a loudmouth here that said that all the time, but I never heard about Vicky with sacrificing an animal. I'm not sure what that means.
I
Right?
don't. Yeah, I mean, look, again, I don't know many people that are Team TamRat. I really don't in this. The way that she has treated Shannon and continues to talk about Shannon and how Shannon should thank Alexis and John for everything that's happened this season. And I just saw recently a video of the rat up at her Big Bear place with her face, and
Mm.
it looks less crispy, I guess. And I don't know, but she has no eyelashes. It just is so bizarre. Which I
It
think
is
just happens when you get older. I think you just kind of lose your like hair and stuff, but it's so weird. It's weird. And people, yeah, the rat to me is less and less relatable. I don't the rat is sort of getting to the Bethany category for me.
Well, a lot of people agree. A lot of people want her fired. Now, not everybody, she got slammed by our girl Jennifer Aydin recently. Now look, Tamara has had a lot to say about Teresa and Miss Aydin this season. Recently, she said, during the finale, she just hates basically Jennifer, and she's evil and this and that. So Jennifer has weighed in and basically said, what did you expect? Like, what do you expect Vicky or anyone else to do? Like, you're mean, you go low, and catches up to you. So, I mean, Jennifer's one to talk, but Jennifer's giving